If somebody told you you have to look like you're between two panes of glass, have you heard that cue before? You don't need it.
Hi YouTube, I'm here with my friend Nikki, who's an incredible yoga instructor. She's had some crazy back injuries, you have bounced right back, and now she can do handstands better than anyone I know. But she also has the most beautiful energy. And today she is going to show us how to do a heart-opening flow for complete beginners, or if you're a seasoned yogi, how to improve what you're doing. Don't forget guys, if you like this video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up, make sure you're subscribed, and here we go. What would you say to someone who maybe is new to yoga or feels intimidated by it or feels like, okay, they're never gonna get there, so they shouldn't even try?
Find a teacher that you connect with. Find, even if it's only on YouTube or on Instagram, find a teacher that you connect with. There's a lot of damage that has been done to the whole yoga scene by people and I mean, you look amazing and it's fantastic. People who are in like tiny pieces of clothing doing impossible poses because they have a body that's made like that. Some of it's genetic. Some of us will never get our leg behind our head because our hip simply is not genetically made to do that. Or somebody's never going to get into splits because that's simply the way their pelvis is made. Add to that then the tiny pieces of clothing, then it makes the whole thing really intimidating. So find somebody that you connect with, find somebody that speaks to you, that resonates with you, and just take it one step at a time. The whole thing, what yoga is supposed to be, is about non-judgment. You're supposed to worry about what's happening in your body, on your mat, and with your breath, and nothing else. And if you can find somebody that kind of encourages that out of you or lets you sit with that and is there to help you and guide you and deal with the body that you're in and not what the pose or the flow is supposed to look like, then that's the perfect place to be. Okay, cool. Okay, I'll take the Chandler face off. Oh my god, you'll see it when you do. I get this thing where I start to go.
Alright guys, here we go. What kind of flow are we doing today, Nikki?
We're doing a heart opening flow. So anything that you need to get rid of, this is the time to do it. So we're going to do heart opening flow and shine. So you're going to shine for the entire day, hopefully. So just find a mat or any kind of comfortable piece of carpet. If you don't have a mat, we're going to come down and start on our tummy. So I want you to come down, make yourself comfortable. If you have any soreness in your back, feel free to put a pillow underneath your hips so that your bum is a little bit in the air. You can always put something underneath your head if you want to. So cross your hands over, bring your head down to your hands, close your eyes, and give yourself a wiggle through the hips. We're just wanting to make ourselves nice and comfortable. So breathing in through the nose if you can, and exhale, let it go through the mouth. And again, breathing in through the nose, and exhale, let it go. So we're going to keep this breath going nice and slowly in through the nose. I want you to feel the breath as it comes all the way down into your belly. So you'll feel yourself rise away from the ground. And as you exhale, let your body be heavy and fall back down to the earth. And again, breathing in. And exhaling, breathe into the backside of your body the next time. Breathe into, fill the backside, the sides. And exhale. So keeping your breath nice and slow, I want you to think about setting a little intention. And intentions usually come in two forms. One is inviting something into your life, something that you want to materialize in your life. And the other is something you want to let go of. So today we're going to let go. So I want you to, for just a moment, focus on something that has been running on repeat in your head, something that has been nagging at you, something that you have been worrying about since 2014, whatever it is. Just let it go. So as you breathe in, you're going to fill up your lungs, feel your heart beating, feel yourself raise off the ground. And as you exhale, let whatever that is go. Imagine you can feel it exhaling, dissipating into the ground. And just do one more of those. Big inhale. And exhale. So from here, take your hands at either side of the mat. So you want to have your fingers on the ground, the elbows are going up. It doesn't matter how high you go. Give yourself another little wiggle through the hips. And then as you inhale, I want you to lift up your chest, slightly look up. And then exhale, take it down. And we'll do 2 more of those. Inhale, roll up, start to feel your way into moving your back. And exhale, take it down. And last time, inhale, roll up. And exhale, take it down. Take your hands back down by your low ribs. Roll your shoulders back away from your face. Look forward and give yourself another little stretch. So inhale, lift up. You don't have to be this high. You can be right here. And then as you exhale, I want you to take your knees wide. Bring your toes together and press your hips back towards your heels. So again, if you can't get your head down to the ground, just stack your hands. Maybe you need to stack onto your elbows and bring your head down. Inhale into your belly. See if you can let your belly expand all the way to the floor. And as you exhale, see if you can press your hips down towards your heels. So even if you look like this, that's completely fine. You're on your forearms. You're going to breathe in. And you can press your hips down towards your heels. At any stage during the class, you can come back here. You can rest. You can smile. Just let whatever it is you need to go, let go, let go. Come over into all fours. So you're going to put your hands onto the ground. Bring your knees underneath your hips. Bring your wrists underneath your shoulders. Drop your belly. Lift your chin. Inhale. And then as you exhale, round out. Now close your eyes down. Inhale, drop your belly, open up your chest. And as you exhale, push your belly button to the ceiling. Lift your tailbone towards your nose. With your closed eyes, keep this breath going. Inhaling into your cow pose. Exhaling into your cat. But I want you to feel your way into it. So if you want to move a little bit differently, move a little bit differently. What feels good for your spine? Keep going nice and slowly. Think about your shoulders, the back of your neck. Think about your mid-spine, your low back, your tailbone. We got 1 more. Inhale, drop the belly down. Feel your way in. And exhale, round out. From here, tuck your toes, press your hands down into the ground, lift your hips up into the air. So walk out your heels. You're walking out your feet, one and then the other. It doesn't matter if your knees don't go straight. If your knees need to stay bent, that's fine. It doesn't matter if your heels won't come to the ground. What you want to do is just feel good. So spread your fingers, push your thumb and your forefinger down. Maybe bend your knees for the first few. Send your tailbone high. And you're trying to make your armpits look at each other. So we're trying to spread the shoulder blades apart. Take a big inhale here through the nose. And exhale through your mouth. Push your chest towards your thighs. So again, big inhale. Exhale, push your chest towards your thighs. We're going to come to the top of the mat. Come high on your toes, bend your knees, look forward, and you can step or you can walk to the top of the mat. Take your feet nice and wide. Be comfortable, especially if you're living in a tighter body. Inhale, halfway lift. Your hands can be on the shins. They can be on the ground. Exhale, fold. Release the knees a little bit. Twice more. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen your body. Exhale, fold. Last one. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen. Exhale, fold into that space. And when you inhale, reach up. So ground your feet down. Reach your arms up overhead. And exhale, take your hands to center. So from here, I want you to step your feet underneath your hips. Roll your shoulder heads open. Open up the palms. Close your eyes. See if you can soften the space between your eyebrows. Can you soften the space between your teeth? Take a big breath in. Let your belly rise out with the breath. And as you exhale, whatever it is that's still niggling, just let it go. Maybe raising the corners of your mouth. Just slightly let yourself smile. You're done with whatever that is anyway. And every pose, every movement is an opportunity for you to move into your own skin, to be comfortable in your own skin. So if you feel like moving a little bit further into something, go ahead. If something feels bad, move out. There is no wrong way to do this. Inhale, reach your arms up and overhead. And exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. We're going to go one leg at a time. And exhale, take your left foot back. Drop your knee. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. And come in and take a cactus pose. So from here, if you find that you're getting dumping in the back and you got any back pain, I want you to walk your ankle underneath your knee. If you're a little bit more flexible, you can come on in and you can lean in. It completely depends on where you're at. If you're tight and you want to just hang here, that's fine. Otherwise, we're coming up with the elbows. We're going to inhale, draw your shoulder blades together, lift your heart. And then exhale, pull your belly button back, tap your elbows together. And twice more. Inhale, open up. So we're not dropping in the back. And then exhale, round. Tailbone goes down. Last one. Inhale, open up. Exhale, draw your elbows together. Inhale, open up, last time, and then we're going to take the right hand down onto the ground. You can leave your knee down if you want to. Plant that foot. Reach your arm all the way up. Tuck the toe, lift the knee. Inhale here, and exhale. Now think about getting light on the arm, so reach the hand up towards the ceiling. Take one more breath, big inhale, and exhale. Take your hand down. I want you to step your foot back. Find your plank. So step your foot back to your plank. Drop your knees. Open up your heart again and slowly bend your elbows. Come down. Release your shoulders back away. Lift up, inhale. You don't have to be this high. You can be right here. And then exhale, come down, tuck your toes and push back into your down dog. Press back into your heels. Spread your fingers. Close your eyes down. Start to think about releasing the space between your eyebrows again. Your head is relaxed. Your face is relaxed. Your breath is nice and slow. If you need to move, move. We're going to the top of the mat. Inhale, come high on the toes. Bend deep in the knees. Look forward and again, step or hop. Walk to the top of the mat, whatever works. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands can be on shins if they need to be. And fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up. And exhale, take your hands to center. So we've got the other side. Inhale, reach. Circle, sweep up, open up. Exhale, hands come all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, take the opposite leg, the right leg back. We've done left, Danae and I. Inhale, reach all the way up. And now we're here in this lunge again. So again, if you need to adjust yourself or just hold onto your knee, that's completely fine. I don't want you to drop in your back. We're going to inhale, draw if you're coming with us, the chest open. And exhale, round out, bring the elbows together. And inhale, open up. And exhale, elbows together. Last one. Inhale, open up. So the difference between an exhale, elbows together, dropping in your back. And inhale, open up and opening your chest. And then take your left hand down. Tuck the toe, lift the knee. Inhale, sweep the arm up and reach for the ceiling. Keep breathing. 3. You can keep the knee down if you need to. It's right here. 2. And 1. Hand comes down. Step your foot back. If you have chaturanga in your practice, go ahead. Otherwise, take your knees down. Look forward. Lower down. Inhale, open up the chest. And exhale, push back to child's pose. Take your knees wide. Come back down. Another couple of breaths right here. So big breath in. And let yourself go. So even if you're up here and you're on your forearms because you're too tight, it doesn't matter. And if you're too tight, then give yourself a little wiggle through the hips. Breathe in, whatever feels good. So it's your body, your skin. Be happy, be comfortable in it. Coming back into our down dog now. So plant your hands. Tuck your toes. Push your heels into the ground. Relax your face. And if you're not smiling, you should be. Inhale, taking your right leg up into the air. And exhale, bring it through, land it between the hands. Now, sometimes you might need to pull this with your hand. That's fine. And we're going to drop our heel. Warrior 1, pull the right hip back and reach up. Sweep your arms up. So, I want you to be super careful here. You're going to pull your right hip back, but if you've got any pain in this leg, take it wider. So I don't care if your heels align, if your knees align, whatever needs to align, doesn't matter. Square your hips forward, think about this back leg, and if you need to move it out, move it out. Take the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, press your knee forward as long as you don't have any pain, and then inhale, open up the heart again. So we're going to take 2 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale, push your fingers away from your body. So you're not trying to get into your elbows, you're trying to open up the chest. And last one, big inhale. And exhale, let it go. Reach your arms down onto the ground. Step back. We'll come through a vinyasa. So step back to your plank, knees, chest, chin. If you're more advanced, you can reach your leg through and come through a three-legged vinyasa. Press up, and if you belly flopped, that's fine. Everybody needs a belly flop in their life. So take another big breath here. And one more. Take the left leg up. Bring your foot through, land it between the hands, drop your back heel. And again, if you need to pull this front leg, that's fine. Reach up, lift up. So pull this hip back and have a think about this back leg. Maybe you need to move it. Take your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers, send your heart open, and maybe look up. So we're just trying to stretch open and smile. There shouldn't be any tense. When you're grinding your teeth together, let it go. Release your jaw. Take one more breath. And then take your hands down. So belly floppers, now's your chance. Maybe step back into just your plank and move through, or come through three legs. Lift up. Pushing back. Down dog. Take 3 breaths here. So if you feel like you want to come down, the knees come down. Hips to the heels. You can rest here for 3 breaths. You're staying your down dog. So taking your left leg first, this time up, so our outside leg is going to come up. We're going to land the left foot outside the left hand. Keep the knee up. Now, if you need to use blocks, go right ahead, or you can come up onto your fingers. We're going to inhale, drop your hip down, look forward, look up. And then exhale, try and straighten out this leg. Inhale, lift up, lift your heart. And exhale, one more of those. Inhale, open up the heart, look up. Exhale, you're taking a hamstring stretch on the left. And then come down, drop your knee. Make yourself nice and comfortable. If you want to walk your foot out, walk your foot out. If you want to move, move. So feel your way in. You can again stay on the blocks. If you have a space to come onto your forearm, you can come onto your forearm. The only thing I care about is that there's nothing happening in this knee. So there's no rotation in this knee. You can have your toe and knee forward. Mine doesn't, so I have deep set hips. I have Irish hips. So my knee wants to go out to the side, so that's exactly what I let it do. Take another breath. Plant your hands. We're going to step back into our down dog. So tuck the back toe, press back. Take a big breath in here. Exhale, let it go. And then do again. Big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Taking your right leg into the air, lift up. And then as you exhale, take your foot outside your hand. Inhale, drop your hip down, look up. Exhale, push back. So you can always use blocks underneath the hands. Inhale, drop the hip, look up. Exhale, push back. Last time. Inhale, open up. Exhale, push back. And then drop your knee down and work your way into your lunge. So this is our lizard pose. Again, if you feel like you want to move, move. If you can come down onto your forearms, great. If you can't, also great. Wherever your knee goes, wherever your toes go, make sure that there's no tension in the knee. Take another breath in here. And then from here, we're going to step back down dog again. Tuck your toe, step back, take a big breath in, take a big breath out. What was that intention that you set at the start? Can you breathe in through your nose? Fill your belly with the breath, and whatever it was, exhale whatever it is you don't need, that you need to let go of. One more big breath in. And exhale, let it go. You're going to come to the top of the mat. Come high on your toes, bend deep in your knees. Step or hop, find the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. We're going to reach all the way up. Inhale, circles through the arms all the way up. Lift up. We're coming straight back down. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, taking the left foot back. Inhale, wait, stop, pause, shit, did I forget something? We did,
I think we're doing, was it the warrior one with the breathe?
yeah, we did warrior one on both sides. I'm just wondering, we did the lift. No, we were fine. This is warrior two. I'm just being a dickhead. I'm just being a dickhead. Okay, so we're fine. Sorry. So come up to the top of the mat. I think it's easier to start from here. All right. Inhale, circle, sweep your arms all the way up. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, take your left foot all the way back. Plant your heel, your toes pointing out to the side. And windmill your left arm up. We're coming into warrior two. So relax. If you've got a mirror or a friend, or maybe you're just very self-aware, are you doing this? And if you're doing this, I want you to soften. So I want you to press your knee forward as long as there's no pain. I want you to relax your shoulders. And if you find that your shoulders and your ears are having a relationship and you can't get them divorced, turn your elbows down, relax your hands, and look down your middle finger. So it just changes the pose. It changes the way it feels. Inhale, reach up, straighten up, breathe in. And exhale, let everything come down. So find that nice power from the drive up. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, look down your middle fingers. And last one, inhale, reach up. Exhale, come down. Relax the shoulders down. Trikonasana, so straighten up. Send your left hip back. Reach your arm forward and then pivot. Now your hand can come onto your leg. Reach your left arm up. You can float it. You can come down onto the ground. I'm just going to step out here. So this is where a lot of people get hurt in this pose. Don't collapse into the side body. Reach up, lift up, open up. So you're always reaching up, always reaching for the ceiling. If somebody told you you have to look like you're between two panes of glass, have you heard that cue before? You don't need it. You be comfortable. Sometimes your hip will open, sometimes it won't. But I want you to take one more breath. We're lifting up so we're not collapsing down. And then when you're ready, bend your knee, take your hands down to the ground, step back, down, dog. Take a big breath in. And exhale. We're going to do two more. So if you want to take a rest, now's a good time. Inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Remember, it doesn't matter if your heels hit the ground or not. So, warrior two on the other side. Take your left leg in the air. And then bring it through, land it between the hands. Drop your back heel and windmill your right arm up. So our backs are to you. So now you get to see, do you look like this? If you do, I want you to send your tailbone down. Relax your shoulders. Maybe flip the palms. Inhale, sweep your arms up, straighten everything up. Exhale, whatever you don't need, throw it away. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, throw it away. Last one. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Inhale, reach up, Trikonasana. Send your right hip back, reach your left arm forward, and open up. Reach all the way up. So again, we're remembering, we're not collapsing down on this side, we're opening up. It doesn't matter if you can pull this hip all the way back, but I want you to think about drawing your legs together. I want you to think about making the triangle, the space between your arm, your waist, and your thigh. Reach up, one more breath. And then when you're ready, bend your knee, come down, step back. Press your way into your down dog. Take a big breath in. Exhale, come down onto your knees. One cat-cow, drop your belly. Inhale, look up. Exhale, push around. Let's open up the chest. Come back to neutral. Inhale, reach your arm all the way up into the air, right arm. And exhale, thread it through, come down onto your shoulder. Maybe if it feels good, reach your arm away. If it doesn't, don't. Some of you will be able to reach behind and grab your hips. Some of you won't. It doesn't matter. All I want you to do is feel no pinching and you're feeling an opening, a stretch on this right side. Take another breath. Taking your left hand in front of you, you're going to use your bicep and your tricep to lift. Inhale, reach up, lift for the ceiling, look up, torso rotation, and then come down and we'll do the same thing on the other side. Inhale, circle, sweep the left arm up, and exhale, bring it through. Relax down. So if you want to walk that right arm away, you can. If you want to wrap it behind your back, you can. Take another 2 breaths. So no pinching, you're just trying to let yourself stretch out the shoulder. And 1 more. Bring your right hand in front of your face. Use your bicep, your tricep to lift. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, come on back. Tuck your toes, make your way back to your down dog. Inhale, come high on your toes. Step, hop, jump, top of the mat. Fold when you get there. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale, reach your arms up overhead. And take your hands back to center. So now Danae and I are going to get on the same mat. And we're going to come to our balance portion. So, Vrikshasana, tree pose. A lot of people think that to do it perfectly, you need to have your foot up here really high. You need to look all zen. Like if you're laughing and you're falling, laugh and fall. It's supposed to be funny. If not, you're in the wrong video. Okay, so.
I'm probably going to fall.
All right, so you're good. So we're going to find our foot first. We're going to balance on the right foot. So spread your toes out. I bend my knee a little bit. So a lot of people are hyperextended like me. So if you're really hyperextended like me, you might need to bend your knee a little bit. It'll help us. If you're not, you want to be straight, that's fine. So lift up your left leg. Find the balance on your right leg. Find your toes. And then put your foot wherever it goes. On your way. Put your foot wherever it goes. If you're comfortable and you would like to then bring it up with your hand, and I'm falling over. You ever see a pack of dominoes? Here we go. All right, so now we've got our balance. Don't push out through this hip, stand up straight. Take your hands to center. Take a big breath in. Exhale, close your eyes. Whoop, there it goes. Take another 2 breaths in.
I didn't close my eyes myself.
And let it go. And 1 more, take a big breath in. And let it go, relax the foot, let it go. Shake it out. Okay, same thing on the other side. So I want you to spread your left toes. I want you to find the floor. So a lot of time we walk around and we don't really pay attention to how we're connecting with the ground. So really find the floor with your foot. Find your heel, find the sides of your foot, find your toe, find your big toe, really important. Lift up your right leg and then just place it wherever it goes. Find your balance there first. Take your hands to center. If you feel like you want to take it up manually now a little further, you can, of course. Take a big breath in. And if you're not laughing and smiling, please go ahead and laugh and smile.
I think it's the closing of the eyes. I can't do that.
Yeah, now close your eyes. 3 breaths. 3. 2. If you fall, come right back at it again. And 1, and then shake it off. All right, shake the whole thing off. Okay, where have we been going with this flow the whole class? Heart opening flow, letting go. The whole reason I wanted you to get into that pose and close your eyes was you're not doing anything but that. You're trying not to fall over. You're not worried about whatever you were worried about. You're not beating yourself up. You're just trying not to fall over, and hopefully you were laughing. So we're going to take a pose now called dancer's pose before we come and stretch out. We're going to start on the same side, on the right side. So again, it doesn't matter what you look like in this pose. I want you to have fun with it, play with it. See where you want to go. See how your body feels. If you want to hold onto the wall or hold onto a table, go ahead. We're going to balance on the right leg. We're going to drop our left hand and catch your foot. Now, if you're just trying to find balance here, then do that. If you want to come a little bit further, you can reach your right arm out. She very wisely moved away. And then as you exhale, I want you to reach forward and lift that hip. So, as you'll see, Danae has a much more flexible spine than me, but it doesn't matter because this is how the pose looks. And then come down and let it go. So even if you were only able to catch your foot, it doesn't matter. Some of you will be able to actually physically take your foot to your head. I will never be able to do that, but it's fine, I don't care. It's not what I need to do. We're not doing dancer pose in the Olympics. All right, so same thing on the other side. Left leg down, drop your shoulder, your right hand, and grab that foot. Find your balance. Maybe you're just hanging out here, maybe you're holding onto the wall, that's fine. Reach your left hand forward, and then just send your hips down and kick your leg away. Focus on your chin. reach your leg back and reach your arm forward, and there you go. And if you fell out of it, laugh and come back and try again.
I always fall out of this pose.
And there you go, when you relax into it, right? So shake it off. And then we're gonna come down onto the ground. So come down onto your mat. So now, we're sitting down on our mat. We're gonna come down onto our back. So very slowly, just lay yourself down. Maybe bring your feet underneath your knees. Roll your shoulder heads back, and we're gonna take a little figure four to stretch out the glute. So I want you to raise your left leg in the air and take your left ankle onto your left knee. If this is super tight and this is enough for you, then just stay there. If you want to come a little bit further, you can take your hands, thread the needle through, grab the back of your thigh. Maybe you want to move around a little bit. So I want you to feel a stretch somewhere along the glute here. If you feel anything that's pinchy or sharp, then simply send your leg back down. Otherwise, we're just going to take another couple of breaths in here. Pull the toes on the left foot back towards your knee. And like Danae and I like to do, move around. Obviously, if you want to move, move. It feels good.
Feels good, yeah.
So sometimes static poses don't help. If it feels good, do it. That's the whole point, right? And then place that foot down. Uncurl your leg. Same thing on the other side. Take your right ankle across your left knee. You can stay here if you want to, or if you want to come further, you're going to grab the back of that leg. Pull your right toes back to the knee. And relax. See if you can just let go. Close your eyes back down again, and if you want to move, if it feels good, move. And then place the foot back down again. So we're going to take our knees into tabletop. So it depends on how your back is. If you feel like having your knees in tabletop and dropping your knees over to the side is going to be too much for your back, I want you to simply take one leg up and take the one leg over. I used to be so tight after my surgery that I physically couldn't get my knee past this point in my body. So it depends on how you are. If you want, you can put some cushions down on the ground and you can drop your knee onto your cushions. So if you're coming with both legs, take them into center. Make sure you're not on your back. Your legs are nice and wide, and we're going to drop to the left. So drop your knees over to the left. Try and keep your right shoulder down. And if you need to, again, you can always put pillows between your knees. Take your left hand onto your right knee and look over to the right. Now close your eyes down and feel your way in here again. I want you to try and keep that right knee up higher than your hip, so we're not in a back bend. If your knee's lower than your hip, you're in a back bend. And if you're a little bit tight and you could only use one leg, this is what you're going to look like. Maybe you're here. This is completely fine, as long as you're not putting any pressure on your back. Take another breath or two. Look for the tension. So when you inhale, I want you to breathe all the way down the back line of your body. See if you can find where there's any tension. And as you exhale, just let it go. Let your hips be heavy. Let your shoulders be heavy. And doing one more. Big inhale. And exhale, let it go. So we're going to come back into center, but you're going to use your abs and not your back. So bring your knees into center. If you need to use your hands to help, fine. And then again, take your knees over to the opposite side. So you're trying to let your left shoulder be down on the ground. Right hand onto the left knee. And maybe you want to pull that left knee up a little bit higher. If you look like this and your knee is stuck up in the air because you're tight, grab a couple of cushions, put them between your legs. Or maybe your right leg is straight and you're just pulling this knee across. Also fine. So if you're kind of rolled, I want you to bring your knee back into center, put your shoulder down, and just give yourself a little pull on this knee. Taking another 2 breaths. So we're breathing into the whole back line of the body. See if you can figure out where is tight. And exhale, let it go. And do one more. Inhale. And let it go. Bring your knees back into center. Use your abs. Maybe rock from side to side. And we're just going to do a short Shavasana. So if you have a sore back, put your feet on the ground. Let your knees fall together and you can hang out here. If you'd like to come a little bit further, maybe you want to take your legs all the way out. If you want to put your hands on your heart, put your hands on your heart. If you've got big boobs like me, that's practically impossible to be comfortable. So then put your hands on the ground, overhead, wherever is comfortable. From here, no more deep breathing, no more deep breaths, nothing, just taking a minute or two to yourself. So I want you to breathe in, and as you exhale, I want you to let go of any stress or tension that you're holding between your eyebrows. And now let go of any stress or tension you might be holding in your jaw. So if your teeth are pressed together, let them go very slowly. Let your shoulders be heavy. Let your arms be heavy. On your next exhale, imagine that you can feel your spine dropping down into your mat. Let your hips feel heavy. Let your legs be heavy. And feel yourself just sink into the ground, just taking a few more breaths. So what would happen if you could let gravity hold you to the ground and you didn't have to worry about anything and you could let everything else go? Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe reach your arms up over your head. Give yourself a stretch. Bring your knees in. Give yourself a little rock around if it feels good. And we're going to roll over onto our favorite side. I'm going to go to the right. So I'm just warning where we're going. So I'm going to lean over to the right. Come onto your favorite side just for a second. Maybe you're using your arm as a pillow. Maybe your head is on the ground. And then gently extend your top leg, push your top hand into the ground, and come up and find your seat. So we're going to come and have a seat. If you're feeling like you're tight, I want you to pop a pillow under your bum, close your eyes down. Place your hands on your lap, wherever is comfortable for you, and we'll take 3 last breaths and come back to that intention that you set at the start. So whatever it is that you don't need in your life, whatever it is that has been rolling around inside your mind, I want you to get rid of it for once and for all. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. And again, big inhale. And exhale, let it go. Last one, big inhale. And exhale, let it go. Reach your arms up over your head. Take your hands to your third eye, the seat of your wisdom, and then take the hands to your heart, the seat of your intuition. And remember, if you remember nothing else, to trust yourself, believe in yourself, and sometimes smile, let go, and let your heart shine. Namaste. Thank you.